Here's how to create a design like this using Canva, and this is easier than you think. Here's how. First, go ahead and open a blank canvas. I went with 1080 by 1080. Now click on background color and choose whatever you like. I'm gonna go with black. Next, go to elements and then choose a square frame. I'm gonna go with this one. Now let's go ahead and adjust the corner rounding. So click on corner rounding and then adjust it like this. You can also drag your frame like this to make it longer. Now let's add a nice photo into this frame. I went to photos and then search for black textured background. Let's go with this one. Now drag and drop it. Perfect. Now let's add another frame just like we did before, and this time we're gonna make it dragged a little bit like vertically, so we have this really nice vertical effect. And let's go ahead and adjust the corner rounding too like we did last time. So your frame should look like this, and now we're gonna go ahead and duplicate. So click on the square with the plus, and then you should have two frames like this. Now when you go to the layers panel, so it's under position, you can see two frames like this. Now click on the bottom frame, and then you're gonna go ahead and click on the color of the frame. So click here for color, and now choose whatever color you like. I'm gonna go with orange. Now you should have the top frame without color and then the bottom frame with color. It should look like this. Now drag and drop a transparent image of the subject into the frame. So here's an example. I'm gonna go with this one. Drag and drop. Now click twice into the image to increase the sizing. So if you double click, you should be able to adjust the sizing like this. Now you can see like the subject is coming out of that frame, and that's what we want. Now bring that same image again over the frame, so it's another duplicated copy of your transparent image. And while you're dragging that on top of the frame, make sure you're pressing or holding down Command or the Control key so it doesn't get clipped into that frame. The next step is for you to align that image to the image underneath it so that you can go ahead and crop it to create this really nice overlapping effect. In order to make it super seamless, you want to make sure that the image underneath is aligned exactly. Your layers panel should look something like this in this exact order. Now you can add whatever element you like. I'm gonna go with a yellow wavy line because I think that goes really well with this design. I went ahead and added two elements, but I want this to be in the very bottom layer, so go to position and then move it to the bottom layer like this. The hard part is over. Now just add some text. So go to T and then add your text and then type in whatever you want. This is optional. If you want to add a box to your text, click on effects by selecting the text first, and then click on background and then change up the background color to create this really nice boxed effect. You can also add a gradient button if you like, if you're making like a social media graphic for your business, and then simply add your text to it, and then your design is pretty much done. And here's the final look. Hope this was helpful. Follow for more.